Good morning.
Good morning. I hope you slept well and feeling blessed and highly favored. Okay.
Welcome back to the Davis at Home. So I know you all enjoyed seeing Ashley last week. I had to force him to come on camera, but I appreciate you all your comments, all your questions. I appreciate all the new subscribers. Thank you so much. To all the ones that have been with us from day one, I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much. So last week, Ash talked about the Vivint smart home system. Today, we are just going to share our smart home tour and how we've integrated the Vivint smart home system into our life and functionality of our home. So I'm just gonna dive right into it. If you are new to this channel, please be sure to subscribe to our channel. I appreciate you all. We have been going through our home building process and everything that we are putting into our home. So I thank you all for tagging along with me, and yeah, we'll dive right into it. So as you've all seen, we have the Samsung, what is this called? What fridge is this?
Family Hub.
Family Hub refrigerator. I really like this one. Ashley sold me on this one. What I really like about it is it's got this video here, which we did. I actually like this video, and all the pictures that you can put on. Instead of actually sticking pictures on, you can just take a picture on your phone and then you could upload it so it looks less messy. You can do like a slideshow and all that stuff. It also has like this thing here, the apps. It's like a tablet. So if you want like the iHeartRadio and all that stuff, you can have that all here. So this I really love, and one feature that I absolutely love is the view inside. So you could actually, if you're out shopping and whatnot and you want to find out what's in your refrigerator, you can look inside your refrigerator to see. And it also tells you what's inside there. And one time I bought strawberries, and it actually recognized there was strawberries and told me when it was expiring. So if you want to, save money and stuff, this is great. Because for me, I put stuff in there and sometimes I forget. It tries as much as possible to recognize all your foods, but of course you have to, it's not 100%. So some of the foods you have to kind of manually insert. And so you have the option of actually manually put in labels on the food or whatever in here. Right, Ash? Did I get everything? It is obviously connected to that lady that we're gonna link down, because if I mention her name right now, she's gonna start doing all kinds of stuff. So this is
it's actually built in. It's not that it's linked, it's built into this.
It's built into it, Ash said. So yeah, this is a refrigerator. I love this space. I just love everything about this, and I love that I can listen to music. I can actually watch shows on here. This is it for me. This sold me on the whole smart home thing, because I'm not really sure what Ashley was talking about when he started this whole smart home thing, but this sold it for me because I love the kitchen. I spend a lot of time here now. The whole smart home tour, this is not an all-inclusive or everything. We are trying to work from downstairs and then build our way up. Basically working on things that we would need the most and stuff like that. So we're working on it, and we'll get there. We'll try to update you all on every single thing that we build into the smart home basically. So yeah.
Okay, so Mrs. Davis has forced me again to come to the camera. I tried to stay behind the camera, but
that's because I don't know most of this stuff.
So she wants me to talk about one of the other things in the kitchen. So the other smart home appliance we have is this double oven. So the double oven, this was not standard with the builder. It was an upgrade to get the double oven, but it was a pleasant surprise to us that it was a smart oven, because they didn't like say, you know, with this option you get a smart oven or anything like that. So that was a great surprise. So now with this, it's Wi-Fi enabled, so we have been able to tap it into the lady that we're not going to say her name right now, where we can tell her, you know, preheat the oven to this amount of degrees. We can tell her to bake for a certain period of time. So just to demonstrate that, preheat upper oven to 400 degrees.
Preheating upper oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit for baking.
And then as you can see, she started preheating. And then the next thing I can do is say, bake in upper oven for 20 minutes.
Baking for 20 minutes at 400 degrees.
And then as you see, she's set the timer for 20 minutes. Now this, I'm always using this. I work from home, so every time I'll tell her preheat, I'll tell her set the time, and then it will alert me and say, you know, it's done. So sometimes if I'm in the zone working and stuff, I get the alert to say that it's done. So it's a great thing.
I love that. I can tell when Ashley's having lunch. It will send me a message as well that his food is ready and all that stuff on my phone. So I love that about it too.
And sorry for the noise in the background. Our kids just came down and they decided to start using this Santa thing. All right, so the next thing we're gonna go through is the under cabinet lighting whilst we're still in the kitchen here. So this is something that I installed myself. It's some under cabinet lights that I ordered from Amazon, and we'll link it down in the description below. Now the only problem is that one of them that I received, which was for this section here, it was defective. It doesn't turn on, it doesn't power on. There was nothing wrong with the light bars, but it just, for some reason, the switch doesn't work. But I managed to install the ones here and then the ones over there. And then these are also, I can control them by using my voice with the lady. And also we have an app as well that we can control the lights and everything. So if I just turn these lights off and demonstrate, turn on kitchen lights to 100%.
Okay.
And then as you see, she's turned on this under cabinet light and then the one over there. As I said, this middle section, the ones that I received, they didn't work. So I'm actually supposed to be receiving the new ones today. So I'll be installing those today. But I can also tell her to change them to like 50%. So set kitchen lights to 50%.
Okay.
And then as you see that she dimmed it down. And then Alexa, turn off kitchen lights.
Okay.
So something to mention about some of the future plans that I have in terms of with these under cabinet lights is what I want to do is put sensors in so that at certain time of night, like maybe, I don't know, from 12 midnight or something like that, if it senses someone comes by, like if they're coming to get a glass of water or something, those under cabinet lights will turn on automatically. Another thing is I want to get smart switches for the kitchen, but the problem is I'm not an electrician, so I'm quite nervous about this, so that's where I may get a professional to do it for me. But these switches in the kitchen, it's like there's 4 different points where you can turn on these kitchen lights. So there's like, you have to do all these traveler wires and all this stuff for the smart switches. So that's where I'm not so comfortable. I've watched videos on YouTube to see how to do it, and it doesn't seem so straightforward like the other light switches that I've changed out. So potentially I may not do these unless I can find an electrician, but I'll definitely probably look at making these smart switches, and then the living room lights smart. So the next thing that we're going to show here is with the curtains. So right now we only have these curtains in the living room. We haven't purchased curtains for the rest of the windows, but when we do, probably this weekend or something, we just haven't had a chance to do it. We're gonna put these same robot things that are behind the curtains around the rest of the house. So how I've got this set up is, it's like a keyword that I tell the A lady, where I can say good morning to her, and then she will automatically close them. I've also got it automated where every day at sunset, they will automatically close, and then every day sunrise, they will automatically open. So with the thing that I set for like the voice with good morning, at first it was just a joke. Like I was just playing around with different routines and stuff with Alexa and looking at what stuff I can do to automate things. So I thought as a joke, I was gonna include her playing the Lion King like song or album, whatever it was. So when I first demonstrated it to Pam and to the kids, they all loved it. So it kind of just stuck. So if I just demonstrate, so if we, good morning.
Good morning. I hope you slept well and feeling blessed and highly favored.
So yeah, that's what I did as a joke, and the kids love it. And that's one of the important things for me, is that not only that I want like a smart home, but I want something that my kids can also enjoy. So moving on anyway. Oh, and we will put a link in the description for the things behind the curtains. They're called SwitchBots. And in order to get them controlled with the lady that begins with an A, there is what you have to purchase, a Hub Mini, which the Hub Mini, I've put it down here, and that's what interacts with the SwitchBots and with the A lady. So we'll link all of that in the description. So the other device we have, this is a newer addition to the family. This one, actually, I had to like talk myself into this one, because my son, he does the vacuuming as part of his chores, and it's something that he enjoys, and we pay him money to do his chores and stuff like that. So I felt like, this is his job, so he should enjoy doing this job. However, something that I find that I'm doing every day in this house is, especially when our kids are eating at the kitchen island, is sweeping up the floor after them. Like every single morning they eat breakfast, and it's like they can't aim for their mouth. It's just for the floor. So I'm constantly, while I'm home working, if I'm taking a break or something, I'm sweeping up. So that's where I said, you know what? My wife, she said she wanted one of these robot vacuums before. I said it's not necessary because we have a son that can do it. But now I kind of said, you know what? Yeah, let's just do it. So this is our Roomba, or iRobot, whatever you want to call it. This is also Wi-Fi enabled, and we can control it with our voice with the A lady, or we can use an app. So all we have to do is, I believe we say, tell Roomba to start cleaning.
Would you like to vacuum the entire space?
Yes.
Okay, I'll tell Johnny 5 to start vacuuming.
And I gave him the name Johnny 5. If you've ever watched Short Circuit, then you know what I'm talking about. And this is Johnny 5 at work. Alright, so another thing that we almost forgot about, our thermostat. So this was standard with the builder. This is a Google Nest thermostat. We have one here in the kitchen and the other one in the owner suite. So it controls, we have 2 zones in the house. So this one controls this level, and then in the basement, the one in the owner suite controls the upper level. This has been integrated with Vivint. So we do have the Nest, the Google Nest app, where we can control it also, but we mostly use it through the Vivint system. The thing I like about this is it has and this is also incorporated with Vivint as well, but it has a smart sensor mode where it knows when you're home or when you're not home. It could be, you could either have it set by, if it senses someone walks by, then it determines that someone is home, or it can be based on your phone's location. So whenever we leave the house, it will automatically put it into eco mode. And what that means is that it's not going to turn on the AC or the heat whilst you're not home. It's going to set it to like a high, like let's say right now it's at 69. It will set it to like maybe 64 before the heat will kick on when you're not home. Or for the AC, it's going to set it to like 80 something when you're not home. So just to demonstrate that without actually leaving the house. I'm going to set this to away, and then you should see it change into eco mode. And that's what's going to happen when it senses that you've left based on, like, as I said, your phone location. If you set it up that way, but you can also change it manually. So like, let's say you're on vacation or something like that, you can change it manually. I can set it again back to home, and then it's going to change it back. Okay, and this is something also with this thermostat that can control by the voice if we don't want to use the app. So something that I really like that I use, and even my kids have used it as well, especially like Gabrielle, because she can't reach. So sometimes she'll ask us and she'll say, "Oh, I'm cold. Can we put the heat up or something?" So all she has to do is just say, "Tell Vivint I'm cold."
Okay, I have set your thermostat to 77.
Now, one thing I noticed is Alexa is a little bit off, where she will say that she set it to 77, but it's
always
as you
1
see,
degree
can
low.
you show it like it's 76 that she set it to? But I mean, it's not a big deal. It's just 1 degree off. All right, so another automation what I did that I almost forgot to mention. So every day when I leave or we as a family leave, of course, we want to make sure that our alarm is set. So that we remove those extra manual steps of having to, go to the panel and set it and make sure that our doors is locked and all that stuff. I've automated it where I just need to tell the lady that begins with an A that I'm leaving or we're leaving. And then I've put in a personalized message that she'll say, and then automated a number of actions that she will do. So those actions are setting the alarm to away, and then also making sure that the front door is locked in case it was unlocked for some reason. So just to demonstrate it, and then you're gonna hear the Vivint system say arming away. So I'm leaving.
Okay, Ash, enjoy your day. I will hold down the fort for you. Okay, arming your security system away.
So now she's armed the system to away. She's made sure that the front door is locked. So yeah, so that's very convenient. And then what I also did is the kids said to me that they wanted a personalized message from her when they get home from school. So they will tell her that I'm home or something like that, and then she will give off a personalized message for them, asking them like how their day was, and they will respond to her and stuff. And then it will play, she will remind them certain tasks that they need to do when they get back from school, and then play their favorite song. I'm not gonna go through that one because it's longer and stuff, so I know we don't want the video to be too long. So so moving on, the other things that we've got is we've got smart TVs. So in this house we use we use Roku on all of our TVs. So we've hooked that up to this lady, and the great thing is like we can turn on the TV using our voice, or we can do it by our phone remotely, and we can turn off TVs. Now this one I really like, especially for my kids, because when they're in the loft and they're watching TV, sometimes they zone out. I will yell to them, tell them come down for dinner or lunch or whatever it is, and they don't hear me. So then I will just tell her to turn off the TV, the Roku TV in the loft. She'll turn it off, and immediately that brings their attention. So they hate that one. Like that one they hate with a passion. They cannot stand it. So the other thing that we want to show is something that came standard with the builder is that we had these Genie Aladdin Connect garage doors, which we thought was a great feature. So we have a 3-car garage, and with that you can see this app. This is where we can open and close, where we have the 1st-car garage and then the 2-car garage. So if I just demonstrate, all I need to do is just click and hold this button, and that's where it's sending the signal, and then it's going to eventually open. So if I want to close the garage door, all I need to do is just press and hold. So with this, this is a great feature because, of course, you know, if say you're having like deliveries coming in and you're not home, you can remotely open the garage from wherever you are, for a neighbor or for a family member. We've even used it for a family member where they came to bring some stuff for us, and we said, you know, just bring it to the garage. So we just opened it for them. They came in. As soon as they left, we saw them on the camera that they left, and then we closed it back. So that was a really good thing that was included standard. The only thing that I wish with this Genie Aladdin thing is that I could integrate it with the Vivint system. At this time, Vivint doesn't integrate with the Genie Aladdin. It does it with my Q Hub. So I'm thinking potentially eventually down the line, I may switch these out for the my Q Hub so that we can integrate with them and then can have like location detection where it knows when I'm coming up to the house, where it can automatically open the garage's door for me, and versus when I'm leaving or I arm the system to away, it can communicate to the garage to say, okay, he's armed it to away or she's armed it to away, and then close the garage back. All right, so one of the last thing that we have here is, and we mentioned this in our part 1, where I put smart switches on the lights for the outside of the house. So this is the back lights, the lights for the garage, and then also out to the porch. So with this, we can turn them on and off with our phone. Can also do it with the Vivint Hub, and then we can also do it with Alexa. So all I have to do is just say, tell Vivint to turn on front porch light.
Okay, turning on your porch lights.
So that obviously is a great feature that I can use my voice, but for those particular lights, I'm not really interested in using voice to turn it on and off. I don't want to have to think about turning those lights on and off. So I've got them on an automation where at first I had it for a particular time that they would turn on and turn off, but I changed it to just be sunset and sunrise because it just made it more simple and it was more consistent. So as soon as it gets to sunset, all of those outside lights would automatically turn on, and then at sunrise they will automatically turn off. So this is very great and convenient for us because sometimes we both forget to manually turn those lights on, or even turn them off. And then also when we're on vacation as well, we usually turn them on and just leave them on for the whole time we're on vacation. So even if it's like we're on a vacation for a month, we just leave the lights on. So that's just wasting a lot of electricity. So this is a great thing for us to have in this house as well. Now I do plan to add more smart switches in this house. So I think I already mentioned the living room, and then probably my office, the dining room, upstairs in the loft. I will link down below what smart switches we have. They use the Z-Wave protocol. The only thing that I don't like about them is I didn't realize that basically if you look, we have like these toggle switches. So a lot of the smart switches, they are not toggle, like they look, they're like more thick button press switches. I wanted the smart switches to be more inconspicuous. So I looked for toggle switches, but then one thing I didn't realize is they're in a static position, like they just stay in the same position. So if we just turn around and look at this one here to show you what I'm talking about. So if you see, these are regular switches, and then this is the smart switch that I installed. And if you see, it's just in one position. So if I turn it on, that's how I turn it on. That's how I turn it off. So that's the only thing I don't like. You don't really notice it unless you know that it's there. So I know it's there, so it irritates me a little bit, but it's okay. Some other things that I want to do in this house is I plan to buy a whole bunch of like motion sensors and stuff. I've already purchased a motion sensor switch that I've yet to install, and that's going to be for the pantry. So Mrs. Davis is not very good at turning off the lights in the pantry. So every time she'll go in the pantry, turn the light on, get what she needs, walk back out. So I have to then go and turn off the light. So I purchased a motion sensor switch where anytime she'll go in, it will automatically turn on. Then after a certain period of time where it doesn't detect motion, it will turn off. So I've yet to install that yet, but that's something I'm going to install. And then that's why I also want to put sensors upstairs, because my kids take after their mother. So they do the same thing as her, where they turn on every light upstairs, bathroom, bedroom, and they're not, even when they're not even going to the bathroom, they turn it on for no reason and then just leave it on. So that's where I want to get motion sensor lights where they don't have to touch nothing. It just turn on when they go there, then turn back off. The other thing is with these SwitchBots, we're going to get curtains for all around here and purchase like SwitchBots for each of those so that they all open automatically. And then for my office and then dining room area, I've researched and found like this company, they're kind of like, they're not fully in production yet. So they're still in development stages, but they're selling their products now, where they have like a smart wand where it can automatically open and close your blinds. So I'm planning to purchase 4 of those as well, so that whenever I say good morning to the lady over there, as you saw, these curtains will open. Also, all of these will open, and then the ones in my office will also open as well.
That would be pretty cool, I think.
Yes, so it will bring a lot of light in here automatically, because again, I'm doing this smart home because of convenience, not just because there's no reason. It's because there's a purpose. Because every morning I go around opening each of the blinds and then opening the curtains. Then every night I come and do the same thing. So it's just for convenience, and also I love the technology as well.
Sure you do. All right, thank you all so much for watching. I really, I'm trying to wrap my head around all this technology in this house as well. So we're all learning together. I hope we inspired you and we are able to get you to, we'll try to link everything down below. It's really nice. I mean, I was a little skeptical about everything Ash did, but now everything is pulling together. So I appreciate you, Ash. Please, if you are new to this channel, be sure to subscribe. All the subscribers that we have, I am so appreciative of you. Please drop your comments down below, letting us know. I can't talk today. Letting us know what you think about the house so far. Next week, we are actually going to start our Christmas decorations. Ash is actually now saying that there is some color being brought out in our home. So I'm excited for us to pull out all our Christmas decor. Right now, we are shopping in our old decorations. So I'm gonna bring a few things out and I'm super excited. We'll bring you along with us. And then I know somebody asked a question about the backsplash. Yeah, it's just hard to get someone to do anything these days. So we are back to Ash doing the backsplash. And I don't know, maybe when I say it on here, he'll actually do it, because we've gone through several backsplashes. Today, he's, you know, I don't want to get into it, but hopefully, please say a prayer for me so that I'm able to convince him to do it.
I'll do it. But just to explain to people, the contractor that we had, we were planning to get him to do a whole bunch of stuff in one go. So it was the backsplash, doing the double office doors for my office, doing the office space like over behind the kitchen for my wife's like planning desk area. But he has been struggling with labor and having to do a lot of the work himself. So he kind of said, you know, I can do one thing for you in the month of November, and then the rest of the stuff will have to be like later. Right. So he said, which one is the top priority? And we said, I said the office doors.
Yeah. I said,
okay,
because I was concerned about you with the kids. So anyway, he's going to do the office doors, and then Ash said he could do the backsplash.
Yes, I'll do it.
Hallelujah.
I'll do it.
So anyway, please say a prayer for me to have the patience to wait till 100 years later he's able to get it done.
And I may do that planning desk area too,
yes,
because the contractor said it's easy to do. So.
Yes, they said it's easy. I wish I had the, you know, what do you call it? I was talented to do stuff by myself. I can't even hang a picture. So anyway, relying on the mercy of Ash here. And then I will bring you along with me to decorate my office. So yeah, stay tuned. If you are new to this channel, please be sure to subscribe. Please drop down your comments down below. I appreciate you all. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers, y'all. So please keep sharing this video, subscribe, and comment down below. I love you so much. Mwah.